In the last video, we learned that there are two types of components in React.js, functional and class. In this video, we're gonna take a closer look at functional components. So hey guys, this is Mayank, and without any further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, so let's just create a new project and I'll go to terminal. So there we have our terminal. Let's just zoom it and I will just go to the directory wherever I want to create my React app. I will go to desktop and write npx create React app, and the name of the app I'm going to name it functional app. Okay, just hit enter and there we go with the setup part. So now we are done with the installation part, the setup part. So let's go to our application, the newly created application, and just drag it to the VS Code. And there we go with our newly created application. You can see we have the app.js file. And as you know, when we create a new project, we have this app.js component as our root component. And what I want to do is I want to just create a new component and I will just import that component inside it. So I'll just remove this, whatever is written inside the return call. And now let's just create a new file and let's just call it YouTube, and you can name it whatever you want. I'll name it YouTube. Okay. So guys, now just import React, and from where you're going to import React, you are going to import it from React. All right. So now let's just write our functional component. Let's name it YouTube as well. So I'll write it like this and there we go. So we have written our very first functional component and let's just return. What do we want to return? Let's just return a h1 tag inside it. So I'll write it like this and I'll write hello my YouTube family. All right. So now that we have created our very first functional component, well, I should not say very first because already we have a functional component called app.js, which is itself a functional component. So we are making our very first. Okay. So that's why I'm saying our very first component. Okay. So now I want to use this component inside my app.js because the app.js is right now the root of the project, and all the changes that you're going to see on the screen when we run the application will be managed from this root component. So what I want to do is to just import this component called YouTube inside my app.js file. So let's just export this first so that we can import it. So let's export default YouTube. So let me tell you, okay, I have written this, I have made a typo. Okay. So now that we have exported the component, we are good to go with the import part, and we are going to import that in the app.js file for this case. And I would also like to add that you can write the function in this way, but I would prefer if you write it in a arrow function manner. So let's just write it as an arrow function. Let's just put the arrow sign right here and there we go. We are good to go with this. Let's just save this. Okay, so now let's just import our youtube.js file inside my app.js. So you can name it whatever you want. All right, so there is also a point. So you can name it whatever you want, as I said, because inside our youtube.js file, when we write export and this component, we have also written default keyword. And this default keyword actually allows us to name this component whatever we want at the time of import. If we don't write this default keyword right here, we would not be able to write this component's name whatever we want. We will strictly have to write the name as YouTube only. So I just want you guys to just remember this, that this default keyword allows us to name this component, whichever component you are going to export, whatever we want inside whenever we are importing it. So I'll name it YouTube because I don't want to make any changes for now, but you can if you want to. And I'll import it from where we're going to import it. We are going to import it from this same directory, and there we have YouTube. All right, so let's just save this and I'll add this YouTube component inside my app component like this. As I told you, you can just inculcate components inside component. Like we have this base component, or you can call a root component, inside which I'm going to just import this. Okay, so now just save this file and let's just open the terminal and write npm start so that we can start our project. and let's just go to the browser to see what we have finally made. Alright guys, so there we go. We have our hello my YouTube family written right over here. As expected, we have made the changes that we wanted to. Let's just close this terminal for now because I want to discuss about whatever we have learned so far. So guys, you can write a functional component in this manner also, or in the arrow function manner as well. I would recommend that you write it in the updated version, like ES6 recommend us to use arrow function. So I would say that use arrow functions as much as possible. And for those who don't know what are arrow functions, then please don't worry because I have made a dedicated video on this topic. You can see the link floating right above the window. You just go there and watch that video, and after that continue watching this video. Okay, so guys, we have learned how to make our functional component. Why we need to export it? Because we also want to import it somewhere. So that's why we need to export it. Okay, so the role of default keyword I have already told you. I have also told you about the naming convention that default keyword allows us. If I write YouTuber in place of YouTube, then it should work correctly. I will have to make that change here as well, and let's just save this and let's see. Right over the window we can see hello my YouTube family right written over here. There are no errors because, as I told you, this default keyword plays an important role. Okay, what if you don't want to use this default and strictly want to name it YouTube only, then you don't really need to write that line at the end. You just can remove this and write export right here and just save this, and it must show me an error because I have written a different name now, and so it must throw an error. Let's go to the browser, and there we can see, as you can clearly see, attempted import error. YouTube does not contain a default export and you have imported it as a YouTuber. So as we saw, the app will throw an error if we remove this default from here and try to name it something else. So how do we need to write that exactly? So if you want to just make this correct, so just add these curly braces and write YouTube, and here also just write YouTube, and let's just save this change and let's just go back to our browser. Alright, so there you can see we have hello my YouTube family written right on our screen, and I just shown you this example so that you can just know that if we don't use export default, then we will have to strictly name our component as the same which we have given here. But if we use default with it, we can name it whatever we want. And also that if we want to just replace, if we want to just remove default, then we have to name it in this manner inside the curly braces. Alright guys, so that's all for this video. If you have any doubt, please write that in the comment section down below and I will surely reply to that. So see you in the next one. Bye bye. Jai Hind.